Gold prices tumbled overnight as a lack of physical demand out of China sent a lot of traders to the sidelines. To talk to us about it today is Will Rhind of ETF Securities US. Will, great to have you back.
Thanks, Joe. Good to be here.
So what did you make of the drop overnight?
Well, the drop was pretty significant, not just for gold, but for silver as well, dropping even more than gold in the overnight trading. And I think that certainly the China factor has something to do with it, but probably more to do with the bounce in the stock market and more negative sentiment around gold, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some pretty good economic data come out of a couple of housing reports yesterday. Is this really starting to worry more investors, in gold at least?
Well, I think this is just a continuation of the downward trend that we've seen in gold and in silver from the beginning of the year. And providing this sort of slew of more positive economic data continues, I think gold will struggle to maintain any kind of fight back. But like all these things, we do believe that it's a correction both in gold and silver, and it's a healthy correction in what is really a decade-long bull market.
Sure. And what kind of bottom are you looking at right now with gold?
Well, I mean, not any specific price target. I mean, we're not market timers, and we're just simply waiting for that sort of sentiment to turn. But again, if you take a step back and think about what situation we're in, we still have negative real rates. Arguably, we still have currency wars around the world in terms of central banks and Western and other governments trying to debase their currencies, and all of that with the quantitative easing of loose monetary programs, will still likely lead to inflation at some point down the road, of which gold and silver have historically been a good hedge.
Sure. Now, we've continued to see outflows from gold ETFs. In fact, on Tuesday, we saw the largest outflows from ETFs tracked by Bloomberg data since mid-April. What are you guys seeing with your gold ETF? Was there significant outflow yesterday?
Not yesterday. We are very pleased to report we had a small outflow in gold, SGOL, a Swiss gold ETF, and SIVR, a silver ETF, yesterday, but not sort of significant like some of the other products have seen, fortunately. I think for us, we're still seeing some bright spots in platinum and palladium, which are exhibiting good fundamentals at the moment. So we are still seeing some inflows into those products, but yeah, gold and silver, the sentiment is still negative around those, I think, for the moment. All
right, well, thanks so much for your take.
Thanks, Joe.
You heard it from Will. They still see a lot of negative sentiment around gold. People are going to have to keep an eye on it. For The Street, I'm Joe Dill.